Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Horse Lords as the Mongol Empire. In our last episode we took some lands in here from the Bulgars and also a Bulgar revolt to give ourselves a much nicer looking empire now. We no longer have a big chunk missing from the center here, though unfortunately we are still bordering the identically colored false Mongol Empire, which it is my main ambition to wipe out, so that we no longer have to look at our horrible identical colored borders next to each other. Also, we have a war that we are in. This is the subjugation war that we were called into by our friend, which one of these guys? The High Chief here of Coronia. And I was kind of debating whether or not to actually go and help him, but it's not such a far distance to send our troops, so we may as well do it. Our vassal Khan has created the title Duchy of Yike. Okay. Guess he's allowed to. We have plenty of titles we can create ourselves, actually, but I'm not sure if there's really much advantage to us doing that as nomadic characters. I guess we get extra prestige from it, so maybe there's no reason not to, but yeah. It costs us money and we're pretty low on money right now. Maybe it's better for us to spend on upgrading our capital and trade posts and things. So this guy, our vassal Khan, has declared the conquest of Votyaki on the Bulgars. Okay. I'm assuming this is a single county conquest. This county. Alright. That's fine, I suppose. My trusted Chancellor has improved clan sentiment. That's good. Okay, so we should be able to catch the enemy army in here. Let's see, where does he actually live? I guess this is his capital here. Okay. Well, he's already also at war with a High Chief, Clucas the Lionheart, in a subjugation war, and that army is parked on top of his capital and is sieging it, so I think we're actually not going to be able to do anything too useful there. We have wiped out the army, though. I crave solitude, I no longer seek the company of others, so we're going to lose the trait Gregarious, which is unfortunate. And we can pillage our castle holding again. So we'll do it. So we're almost out of buildings to pillage in there. After which I think it will revert to being open land, which is nice. I'm just going to go fight his other single army in here. I guess we can maybe go here and siege some of his land. And he has the one holding. Okay, we've upgraded our trade post, which I believe is in here. So we need to have trade practices at higher level before we can upgrade it further. That's fine. Alright, apparently won a minor battle up there. Shouldn't take too long to siege this, so we'll probably just take care of that. Maybe fight this other little army and then just come home. Oxen Wagon is finished in our capital as well. Let's see if there's something else cheap we can build, otherwise we'll probably not build anything. The fishing village is pretty cheap for more population growth. So we are taking attrition here, but we have a lot of manpower. So I think we can afford to do that for a while. So our son and heir's wife has died. Really? You married our granddaughter? So we should get him married again. And I guess this 17-year-old will do just fine. If we must have him as our heir, which apparently we must. Kind of wish our other son here with the Wolf's Blood would maybe get involved in some legendary exploits as a mercenary. We'll pillage our holding again, and has indeed disappeared and given us more grazing land for our herds, which is good. Looks like his army is already involved in a battle here, so we might not even need to fight it ourselves. And we have a son who needs educating. We'll educate him ourselves for the moment. And I think we'll just come back home and maybe consider going to war with somebody else. We've basically won our allies' war for him. How is our vassal doing against Kangli? 72% in his favor, okay. Smallpox spreads across the sea. It seems that plunder and slaves are not the only things the Aztec sailors have brought back with them to their own shores. Rumors have trickled back to the old world, telling stories of smallpox pandemics sweeping across the Aztec Empire. Okay. Good to know, I guess. How are you doing, Teutonic Order? 13% in his favor in that war. It's kind of surprising. He has 12,000 troops to his name, so I guess he's not helpless over there. We'll see if he manages to keep his land. Making 20 gold off our trade post now, that's pretty good. I think we have a negative balance right now because we were reinforcing our horde, so it should be back to positive the next month. Okay, that's fine. We have a grandson who needs educating. I guess we can try to improve relations with our High Chief a bit. He is still in the faction, but he is only at 57% of my strength, so I think he is no longer going to be a danger. Okay, for our wars, I think we might want to start maybe taking over these lands up here. Expanding in that direction. And we still have our truce with the Bulgars, of course, until 72, and Kogsegu, I think, is this guy up here, or even longer. Actually, not longer, the opposite of longer. And in fact, that's over this year. Word just reached me that an ambitious adventurer, Alexander, is gathering men for some sort of attack on my territory. Okay. He's Norman. Norman adventurers, whatever next. Well, I guess we will cancel our current plot and try to kill him. We have a decent starting plot pair there. We can bribe some people, that's going to be pretty good. And we'll see exactly what plot power we get to without having to bribe anybody, because we really don't have enough money to be frivolously throwing it around. Alright, just the one backer so far. So, In fact, we can just bribe this one guy and get over 100, so let's do that. 20 gold is a reasonable price. Let's ransom this prisoner, who we've had for 26 years. Speaking of gold. And our fishing village is built. Alright, so we are over 100. Could we get over 200? Looks like not quite. We'll be content to leave it where it is for the moment. Oh, and it looks like Kangley has indeed been subjugated by our vassal. Okay, so we gained all of this land. He hates me, but that's not really my problem. Yep, so he has 2 high chiefs and a chief under him now, all of whom are pretty unhappy with him. Well, good luck with that. And we died. Okay, well that's not too unexpected. We were 77 years old. We did have a lot of health bonuses, but 77 is a good age. So we've now inherited as Akutai. Not, of course, the wolf-blooded character that we wanted to inherit as. Our current heir now is our older brother, Korchi the Cruel, okay. We died a natural death, yes, and I need to appoint a new Chancellor. I guess that is going to be our Khan here. We have a half-brother who needs to be educated. Let's see. So our current heir now is the wolf-blooded brother. So if we were to die childless, then we would inherit as him. Maybe we'll see if that does happen. For the moment we'll choose a focus though. Maybe we'll go for hunting or war maybe. Sure, let's take a war focus. And we apparently have a rival we can duel. We'll probably do that. And our half-brother, I believe we had him getting educated by our previous character, so we can just continue doing that ourselves, maybe. Looks like our vassal opinions are okay. How about our clan sentiments? It seems among our more powerful clans, these two are fine. This guy could do with having his improved a bit, though. So we'll get our new Chancellor on that job. Let's see, we are not going to be settling as feudal or tribal. And we can perform a sky burial. I can bury my predecessor by leaving the body outside to be consumed by nature. Let's do it. As your father's heir, it falls on you to take him to the mountains, so that he may be consumed by the birds and in turn be taken to the Sky Father. I shall take him to the mountains myself. A sky burial is prepared. We'll wait until after the burial to consider dueling our rival. After reaching the mountains, you carefully place the body in what you deem a good location. You can already hear the vultures soaring above you as you perform the necessary rituals. When you start to make your way back down, it doesn't take long until the vultures begin to tear at the flesh with both beak and claw. You are with Erlich Khan now. Gain 100 prestige. For us or for our father? I assume for us. We have been sent a preacher from the Seljuks, okay. Straight into the dungeons with him. And our vassal Khan has taken that county from the Bulgars, so good for him. Okay, apparently our High Chief died, so the children we had being educated with him need new educators. I guess we'll give you to this guy for the small amount of opinion we'll get, and we won't get any opinion from a nephew. So you can just be given to a random person. With at least the right religion and culture, I suppose. So was that the end of the Sky Burial? I think it was. We do have a dangerous independence faction again. With our new High Chief here. Well, I guess we'll just continue to ignore him. I think we can afford to build some more hordes, though, with our available manpower. We'll do 2 of the 50 gold ones for the moment. My half-brother Altan is aiming for the stars, the ambitious little brat. I'm not sure I want to make him ambitious, in case he becomes a problem. He has a claim on the Empire. On the other hand, he's such a good character already, it seems a shame not to. Maybe we'll end up playing as him. So we'll go ahead and make him ambitious. Alright, I think we'll declare a war on one of these tribal characters up here. Herm, maybe. And we can always declare on these guys later and reclaim our starting land. I'm a little concerned about the independence faction though, since it's relatively strong at the moment, so maybe we'll declare on the weakest one of these guys. We can just do subjugation on him, I guess. Actually, not subjugation. We'll just do conquest. That makes more sense. Since we're only taking 1 county anyway. And we probably don't even need to call our vassal Khans to war. Unless he has a lot of unexpected allies he's going to call in. Now he's got Yugra and Perm. They're all the same dynasty up there, apparently, so I suppose it didn't matter who we declared on, we're probably going to end up fighting all of them. Alright, my wife is pregnant. Just wait for our new units to get up here and we'll head into his territory. He hasn't actually called in his neighbors yet. Alright, where are you headed to? Tobal, which is here. We'll go and try and fight his army first. I assume he's built a fort in here, so we're going to have to siege that. It should be pretty quick, though. Right now he's just going to rampage through my lands, building forts as he goes. Well, we'll try to follow and catch him before we go about deconstructing all these forts. Oh, okay. The false Mongol Empire has declared war on us, apparently. Well, this could be a problem. They do have 53,000 troops. But apparently people can offer to join our war, which is great. Oh, I guess this guy doesn't mind that I've been talking about conquering him, because he's offered to join on our side. I accept. What's with your crest? Have you converted religion or something? They're Orthodox now. Wow, okay. Well, obviously we do want to call in our nomadic vassals to war. And if we can quickly finish this other war we're in, that would be great. Otherwise, we're just going to have to ignore it, I think. We also have the option to convert to our attacker's religion. We should actually check the CB they're using. Holy War for Khiva. Okay, so it's only for a duchy. So we lose 4 counties, I guess? All of these are part of the problematic feudal lands that we have. so I wouldn't even be too sad if we lost, but we are going to put up as good a fight as we can. It is going to have to wait for the next episode though, because we are just about out of time, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.